The San Antonio Spurs are going to the NBA Finals. What a game. What a game seven. Lived up to everything that I could have asked for. Pretty close. San Antonio, I would say, controlled pretty much the entire game, but like OKC, they had a couple punches. They fought. It was still fairly close overall, but but San Antonio gets it done, and we're gonna get a new NBA champion this year, which I'm very excited about. In this game, Julian Champagny, the amount of threes, big time threes he hit in this game, whether it was staying in the lead or stopping an OKC run, he was unbelievable. He was absolutely unbelievable. Champagny, just an insane player. They'll probably get him on a steal of a contract, and he was awesome. I thought Keldon Johnson, he had two big time threes, was super physical, making a bunch of winning plays. I thought he was really good. Obviously, Wemby. I mean, we'll get into Wemby. Stephon Castle, I thought he played okay. Not fantastic, but okay. I thought De'Aaron looked solid. I don't know what his shooting numbers were. 6 for 12, so pretty good. And Dylan Harper, once again, just absolutely phenomenal. He got like so many offensive rebounds. Let me check what the like official number of offensive rebounds were. Three offensive rebounds, but they were big. People just like weren't boxing him out. He was finding his way in there. He was getting rebounds over Chet, and I'm gonna talk about Chet, but man, Dylan Harper, what a game! Big time midi, big time three, like big time putback, offensive rebound, putback. He was huge. And then Luke Cornett, OKC down the stretch. They're making a run, right? Isaiah Hartenstein gets a big steal. He's run down in the fast break. Luke Cornett trailing. Blocked by Cornett! Blocked by Cornett! Oh my gosh, what a play. What a play. What a block. What a hustle play. I'm happy for Luke Cornett. Obviously in the playoffs with Wemby, in the amount of minutes he does, 42 in this one. Luke Cornett only plays when Wemby subs, so he only gets 6 minutes. But oh my goodness, what a play to just like almost to just shut OKC's momentum down and almost like bring the vibe and the hope they had, just shut it off. Just shut it off completely, and what an unbelievable play. Spectacular. That was so hype. That was amazing. That was fun to watch. Oh, Devin Vassell. I should mention Devin Vassell. Didn't shoot it well, but he's just a winning player. Devin Vassell's a winning player. He's awesome. Defensively, he's underrated defensively, honestly. He honestly is. He's super athletic. Makes the right pass a lot of the times. Their playmaking is really good. The amount of times San Antonio will pass up on like a solid look to get a really good look, and then they get a really good three for Champagny, for Dylan Harper, for Keldon Johnson, for De'Aaron Fox. Like the amount of times they do that, and I think Devin Vassell's a testament to that. Like sometimes he'll shoot like a little bit contested, but a lot of times he won't shoot it. He'll get a pump and he'll swing it to an open guy, and they just find a way to take good shots. That's something that I felt like I noticed in this game. Like as good as OKC is, as good as their defense is, as well as they turn people over and cause chaos defensively, I just felt like San Antonio on offense would get a better look than OKC. That's just how I felt. And also, when you have Wembanyama on the other side, some of OKC's solid looks don't look as good because Wemby's playing defense and he's probably the best player in the world. It's tough for OKC. I mean, Shea, definitely can't blame Shea in this one at all. 100% Shea had a phenomenal game. Cason Wallace was seeing some huge shots. Really good game from Cason Wallace. He got like a couple steals that were just like, I don't know. His hands are ridiculous. He gets steals that I just don't even know how are possible. He's a phenomenal player. He's awesome at basketball. A really good player for Cason Wallace is, honestly. He was getting blown by a little bit more than I remember Cason Wallace getting blown by, like just in my memory, but a lot of big plays. Jalen Williams, not J-Dub, J-Will, plus 10 in this one. Started the game off really well. I do think he probably should have subbed out at the end, but he played really good. One of the most underrated players in the league, which I've been saying. Coming out of Arkansas, I really did like him. Just saying, I was super young when he came out of Arkansas, but I still liked him. I've gotten way better in my draft analysis and scouting since then, but he was a guy I liked, and I think he's underrated in this league to this day because he's on OKC, and I think he kind of showed it in these playoffs, and and showed it, especially in this game. He can bring a lot of value. He's a really good rebounder. He can space the floor. He had probably 3 floaters. He just made them all. Like it's kind of like Isaiah Hartenstein, but honestly, almost better. Alex Caruso struggled from the field today. Missed a couple layups. Like he definitely struggled, but like what you Alex Caruso brings you, I mean, I still think is pretty phenomenal though. Jared McCain, he wasn't great, but like he's aggressive, and that's what OKC needed, someone to be aggressive. Lou Dort, do I think he comes back to OKC? Honestly, no. No, he's not playing very many minutes in the playoffs. He struggled in the playoffs a lot, and I think OKC is going to be willing to let him go, and I hope he comes to Utah. That's where I want him. I want him on the Utah Jazz. Maybe he just goes back to OKC, maybe. But I think if I'm Lou Dort, I'm like, maybe we go elsewhere. Maybe we go elsewhere where I'm going to get big time minutes, because he's certainly a really good player still, awesome defender. I don't want to be negative, right? But Chet Holmgren. 4 points, 4 rebounds. I started texting my friends at one point, right? 2 of my friends, and I said, Chet might be the softest dude on the planet. And I mean that. He's getting bullied by guards on the offensive glass by San Antonio. Straight bullied. They're just getting offensive rebounds on him. He cannot drive. He drives and he falls down because Wemby is just 10 times stronger than him. Also, Wemby's 10 times better than him. Wemby's 10 times the defender he is. He's weak. The way he responds to things, he cannot take physicality. He's not skilled enough to really get like open shots and open looks, because he's just not that good offensively and defensively. Like why he's an all NBA player, because he didn't show it in this. He can't get a rebound over 6'5" dudes. They're just straight bullying him and just getting rebounds. He's not strong. He'll go up sometimes, get the rebound, and he just gets snatched out of his hands. My whole freaking camera's shaking because I'm mad about this. He's so soft. And this game specifically pissed me off. Not aggressive whatsoever. Does not care if he is just doing cardio. Does not care. Is totally okay with not having a single bit of impact whatsoever, and just running up and down the floor. Even though you're 7 foot tall and you're an All NBA player, like you should probably want to be aggressive. Like that's the thing about like a Jared McCain and Alex Caruso and even Jalen Williams, J Will, not J Dub. They're aggressive. They go in there and they're aggressive, and they at least try to make things happen. Chet doesn't. Chet is like, it's almost like he's so scared of doing something wrong that he don't do anything. It's like, bro, Chet, like, he's so soft. He's just so soft. That's the only way I can say it. He's one of the softest players I've ever watched in my life, especially on this stage. In it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that you're an All NBA player. You're making the money he does, and this is the performance you put out. They need J-Dub bad. They really needed J-Dub in this one. Someone else that's just going to be aggressive and can create his own shot and actually has some physicality to him. Obviously, hurt his hamstring, and the way he looked in Game 6, he should probably not play. He's just not going to be impactful, but they need a healthy J-Dub. And AJ Mitchell, like someone else that can just handle the ball and create something like they could have used that, even though he struggled in the series, which I said in my preview that he was going to struggle. Man, OKC, like, if you're OKC, you shouldn't be worrying, really. You still got guys like Thomas Sorber. It's going to come in. And he could be cool, maybe. Maybe you bring in Lou Dort. Maybe your draft pick plays next year. Maybe they get like Yaxel Lenneborg, and then Lou Dort can get up out of there. Still a deep team, still a really talented team. If you have a healthy J-Dub and AJ Mitchell, this could be a different series. You could be in the NBA Finals, and you could potentially be winning the NBA Finals. So if you're OKC, nothing to worry about whatsoever. Run it back, obviously, but tough loss. But we're gonna get a new champion. I'm excited. Victor Wembanyama. I've kind of had this thought roaming through my head, but now that we're here, I can talk about it. Victor Wembanyama is so good at basketball. I'm a little bit worried that the Spurs may become a little bit too good. Victor Wembanyama is 22 years old in year 3, and they're already in the NBA Finals with a 20-year-old Dylan Harper, a 26, 27-year-old De'Aaron Fox. Let me make sure I'm not lying. 28-year-old De'Aaron Fox. So the only unk, Julian Champagnie, I mean, he's not old by any means. He is 24. Stephon Castle's probably, 21? I just want to check the ages because I don't want to lie. Yeah, Stephon Castle's 21 years old. Keldon Johnson isn't old. He has been on the Spurs for a while, but he's not old. Devin Vassell's not old. Carter Bryant, he's going to be a piece in the future. He's not old at all. And then you have a pick this year. Could be like a Chris Knack Jr. or Morez Johnson, or who knows who they'll get, but they're going to get someone else. This team is so young, and the fact that they are potentially going to win the NBA Finals and took down the defending champions in OKC, and your best player is 22 years old, it's scary for the league. Your probable second best player in the future is 20. Your third best player is 21. Scary because Wemby is going to lead to winning his entire career because what he does defensively is something that we've never seen before, and it's so unique, and it makes it to where the Spurs can defend people spectacularly because of how good Wembanyama is on that end, and his offense is also just insanely good. You can't let him anywhere near the paint. He had this dunk on Chet that was ridiculous, just poster Chet, another soft ass play from Chet, but just a testament to how good Wemby is as well. And I'm worried that the Spurs are kind of going to run this league for a while. Obviously, that's not how it works because there's always injuries and something will happen. I mean, teams don't win over and over and over, but I can see it going like Spurs, someone else, Spurs, someone else, Spurs, someone else, and then won like 7 rings during Wemby's career. And that's cool. It would be cool to have a guy that potentially could be the greatest player ever, of course. Like, that's good for the league and it's awesome, but it's a little scary that they're here this early. And Wemby is 22 years old and they're already here, and they're probably going to be the favorites to win the finals. I'll talk about this a little at the end. I'll say what I think, but they're probably going to end up being the favorites, and it's ridiculous how good this team is. They don't need De'Aaron Fox either. Like, they could always move off De'Aaron Fox and get someone else, like a little bit more size, some skilled size, because they don't need him. Like, they have Dylan Harper, and he's going to snatch De'Aaron Fox's spot. I guarantee it. Dylan Harper is so good. He's so good at basketball. Okay, the eye roll I just did, pause. That was suspicious. Let's move on. NBA Finals preview. San Antonio versus New York. It's certainly interesting. I'm excited. I don't know how good of a series it will be because I think the Spurs will probably take care of business, because this is kind of my perspective. How they just guarded Shea, right? They're going to do similar things to Jalen Brunson. They are 100% going to do similar things to Jalen Brunson. I think... Oh, and here's the other thing. Karl-Anthony Towns. Wembanyama can shut the lights off of Karl-Anthony Towns. Like, if Wemby guards Karl-Anthony Towns, he's not going to be able to do a thing. Because Karl-Anthony Towns tries to be super physical, get downhill, or shoot that three. Wemby's going to get either crazy contest, or if he pressures him and he drives, Cat's going to have it. I'm telling you, Cat, if Wemby is on him, he's going to struggle, so they're probably going to put Wemby on him. They are going to be in full gaps on Jalen Brunson. They're not going to let him take over. He's also smaller than Shea, so it'll be a little bit harder. They could also hunt him a little bit more with all their guards, with Dylan, Castle, De'Aaron, Devin. Like, they'll probably hunt Jalen Brunson a lot more. You can't really hide Jalen Brunson. So guys like OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart and Landry Shamet and Miles McBride, Jordan Clarkson, dudes like that, they're going to have to play an absolutely phenomenal series, absolutely perfect series for this to even be a series, in my opinion, because they are not going to let Jalen Brunson beat them. Like, they weren't going to let Shea beat them. They're not going to let Jalen Brunson beat them. So it's going to be really tough. But from the flip side, like, they have a lot of guys that can guard San Antonio's guards. Like, you have Mikal Bridges, you have OG Anunoby, you have Josh Hart. These are all guys that can play phenomenal defense on these guards. But they have Wembanyama. At the end of the day, they have Wembanyama. New York doesn't have Wembanyama. I love Jalen Brunson. He's one of my favorite players in the NBA. But at the end of the day, Wembanyama is a different animal. He's a different type of player. Not San Antonio. New York doesn't have that. So I really do think the San Antonio Spurs are going to win the NBA Finals, and it's just ridiculous that it is happening this early, this soon. It's scary for the league. San Antonio, man, if you're a Spurs fan, you got a lot to look forward to for the now and in the next 15 years, however long Wemby's career ends up being. But yeah, San Antonio to the NBA Finals. Crazy. We out. Deuces.